Okay, this video is going to look at the moral argument for the existence of God. I'm probably going to read quite a lot on here because my knowledge of Hebrew is worse than my knowledge of Latin. Some people say that everyone has an innate sense of morality, an innate sense of right and wrong, that knowledge within them. And sure, it differs from people to people. We grow up in different environments with different influences. But there's this idea that we all have an innate sense of right and wrong, of goodness. And the argument for the existence of God from morality is that that goodness must come from a source. The knowledge of morality comes from God. Therefore, God exists. This is a Hebrew word, ruach. It's found throughout the Old Testament, and it's one that I'm particularly interested in. It's best translated as a breath or a wind or a spirit. It is the emanation of God's life force. It's his breath. When God breathed life into his creation, into humans, he gave of his essence. He gave his creation an inherent knowledge of right and wrong. Or, there's the Apple story. So, the German philosopher Immanuel Kant used practical reason to argue that the goal of humanity is to achieve perfect happiness. He called this the summum bonum. He believed that an afterlife must exist in order for this to be possible, and so God must exist in order to provide this. And then we have C.S. Lewis, and in his book Mere Christianity, he said that conscience reveals to us a moral law whose source cannot be found in the natural world, thus pointing to a supernatural lawgiver. That's C.S. Lewis, the Narnia guy. Also, John Henry Newman said that conscience is key because sometimes it drives us to act morally even when it's not in our best interest. And this would suggest that there are objective moral truths. So God must exist in order to give authority to these moral truths. That's the argument for the existence of God from morality.